hour, investigators are searching the Sacramento home of the man believed to be the Golden State Killer. They're looking for clues that could link 72-year-old Joseph James DeAngelo to at least 12 murders and dozens of rapes that went unsolved for 40 years.
The attacks terrified people in Central California in the 70s and 80s. And our 10 News reporter Steve Theorina is live. And Steve, local investigators, they're now cracking open cases to see if there's any connection.
This killing spree was so widespread that and there are a lot of cases that need to be reopened and reviewed. Now, the suspect in the case, a retired police officer from Auburn and Exeter, California. Many years ago, he was fired for shoplifting, now facing charges involving very violent, horrendous crimes. Brutal crimes, rapes of women while their husbands were nearby but unable to stop the assaults. Some couples then bludgeoned to death. A dozen murders, 45 rapes, 125 residential burglaries from 1976 to 86, blamed on the Golden State Killer, the East Bay Rapist, the original Night Stalker. Suspect sketches were circulated, but no arrest until now. 72-year-old Joseph James DeAngelo booked into Sacramento County Jail, no bail. This map shows crime scene locations already in the books. Now, cold case files are being reopened throughout the state, including San Diego.
We have his footprint, if you will, up to Dana Point, which is certainly very close to San Diego County. But when an arrest like this is made, we'd want to make sure that there is not a case that still links him.
The Golden State Killer terrorized entire communities during that decade.
I've heard stories of, fathers essentially sleeping with guns by their bedside, shotguns very close, things of that nature. So it was impactful for a large amount of people.
All these innocent victims, detectives obsessed over tracking down the killer, and even in retirement, brooding over it.
I can remember some of the names and the times of the victims, but it seemed like I left the whole job undone, not solving all those cases.
DeAngelo is charged with 4 counts of murder, and he's suspected in at least 8 other deaths so far. DNA tests and reevaluation of evidence in other cold cases may add to that number. Detectives also said that the Golden State Killer seemed to delight in inflicting fear and pain. Live downtown, Steve Theorina.